Hello, and welcome back for another episode of the Accessible Technology Podcast, presented by me, Phoebes Lyle, where you get to hear all about the everyday technologies that are accessible for disabled people, as well as which ones aren't, and where I also try to give advice to technology companies on how they can make their technologies more accessible for the disabled population. You can listen to this podcast by searching for it on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and Spotify. So please check it out if you would like to keep on following what's coming up next. However, if you'd like to support the podcast and the content I produce in other ways, you can also support it by going over to the Phoebes Now Buy Me a Coffee page, which is where you will also be able to find exclusive episodes that aren't part of the podcast, as well as checking out a shop that I plan to open at some stage. In this episode, you're going to be hearing an audio tutorial all about how you can access the accessibility settings on your iPhone X and how you can set up assistive touch to take a screenshot, although you can do other stuff as well. And don't worry if you have a newer model of iPhone other than the iPhone X, because this also works on all models. Like my other episodes, the video version of this is available in the description. Also, the audio tutorials I do in future will be a lot shorter than this one, but as the first one of this series that I am going to get into and that I'm recording like this, let's just jump straight into it and forget about any of the feels. So, to get to your accessibility settings on an iPhone or iPad and to use assistive touch to take a screenshot to open menu or any other options, all you have to do is open settings, and depending on what iPhone or software you're on, the next step might be different. But either way, what you then want to do is to scroll down until you find accessibility, although again this could be different depending on what software is out there now. Once you find accessibility, you want to tap it, and then you want to slide down until you see assistive touch and tap it. If you haven't enabled it yet, you'll have to turn it on, but you can do that by hitting the right circle at the side of the grey box and swapping it to on, and as soon as it is on, the feature will turn green. After assistive touch is turned on, you'll get a square which is dark grey on the outside and right, and a light grey on the inside appearing on your screen, and that is basically what you'll need to touch to access any of your customized controls. The features that this will give you will have 4 items which you can customize, and these include a single tap function, a double tap function, a long press function, and a 3D touch function. And you can choose anything that you want them to act as. All of them will give you a list of the same options, but in this audio tutorial we're only going to be using the single tap option, although all of the other ones work in the same way if you would like to choose them instead. So to get into the single tap function, just tap single tap. You'll then be given a range of other options that you could choose, and these include a choice between none, open menu, pass through to app, accessibility shortcuts, analytics, app switcher, camera, control center, dock, hold and drag, home, lock rotation, lock screen, move menu, notification center, restart, screenshot, shake, spotlight, volume down, volume up, background sounds, speak screen, scroll down, scroll left, scroll right, scroll to bottom, scroll to top, scroll up, enable/disabled, fall back, move menu, tap, toggle pause/region 12, and any other shortcuts you've added or customized. The single tap option on my assistive touch settings works as a screenshot, because that is something you have to hold the side button and the home button down on your iPhone to do, especially on iPhones that don't have the home button on them anymore, or by holding down the side button and the volume down button on other iPhones that don't have a home button. But after all of that is set up, that's everything. If you use the single tap option, this means you'll just have to tap once on the square feature, whereas if you selected the double tap option, you'll obviously have to tap twice. The long press option means you'll have to hold on for a longer time, and the 3D touch option means it will only activate depending on what type of pressure you're applying to the screen, but hopefully that makes sense. I hope this audio tutorial was helpful anyway, but as always, you can leave me feedback for it by giving this podcast a review, or by going over to the contact pages on my Phoebes Now Tech Reviews site, pltechreviews.co.uk, or by going over to the contact pages on my other website, which is phoebelau.com. If you're interested in watching the videos on accessible technology that I have done, you can find more of that over on my PL Tech Reviews YouTube channel. And if you would like to see a couple of my accessible tourism reviews, as well as my film, TV, theatre reviews and political videos, you can see them by searching for my Phoebes Now Journalism YouTube channel. You can also follow my other podcast, the Phoebes Now Podcast, by searching for it on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and Spotify. where you get everything that I cover on my Fabe Sound journalism channel and podcasts forum. And there's also some tech news stuck in there as well. So the next episode that comes out will be a summary of the 6 most accessible apps you can get for your iPhone, with the top most accessible games that you can get for your iPhone following soon after that. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye!